Henry and I Am Legend. Get the cat off your counter. How you clean your ass though? Oh my God.
I texted her.
No. I told her no so I could marry you. You are better off. You are my husband. Miles. Either do it or don't. Amelia, just be perfect. Maybe I was wrong there. Cause she don't live here. I just hope that Bennett is not throwing away his dream. Don't y'all ruin my Woody and Imani. That's a little crazy. Wait a minute. All right, y'all. Here we are. Married at First Sight, season 11, episode 13, Home Alone. This is officially quarantine time. And this is officially my hair that you're going to get this first round because we need to stretch out these curls. Let's go. I've been waiting for this quarantine episode this whole season. This ominous music is great. Louisiana governor, you just stay at home order due to Corona-19. Henry and I Am Legend. Coming to theaters 2021. Why do you always have to talk like that? Like you're about to lose your breath. Coming to theaters. You gotta just like, get it out. All right, I'm gonna focus. For the very first time in 11 seasons, the very first Sight production has been shut down. Dun dun. I said I was gonna stop. Shit is real. Shit is getting real. All on there. Listen. Look. Pause. Production. That shit right there, that was A1 shit. Y'all need to submit that little bucket. Cause I already know the rest of this shit. It's gonna be trash. And look at us. We already start off with a real close up. Like Christina is in the camera like this. Christina, back up, sis. Get the cat off your counter. Did y'all see that meme with the cat in the mixing bowl? And it was like how two different types of people view that.
And lockdown kicking
Look at the cat. Get off the counter. Look at Brett and Olivia cuddling. The truth is Amelia was like us and became very jealous of Bennett and his stellar hair. And she thought she could compete. You can't, girl. You look good. But Bennett, still the best hair of the season. It might go Bennett then Woody. That might be. Ooh, then Karen. Karen got a good pony. It's odd because it's just a pullback pony, low puff. Oh, because of the baby hair. It's the baby hair. And then the barber, whatever his name is. Still haven't figured that out. Amelia looks like her mom. But Bennett, how you clean your ass though? I appreciate the environment, blah, 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 all that good stuff. Global warming is real. But your stank ass is a thing. And if I have to use more detergent to clean your stank drawers because you didn't wipe your ass properly, that might even things out. No? Use like 4. It's a huge increase. Do it for us. Graphic novel, what does that mean?
Cooped up in this little box together.
Oh my goodness. Remember when Amelia said, I think love is when you can stay cooped up in a cardboard box with someone. And Bennett said, do you want to be in a cardboard box with me? And now look at them, cooped up in their own cardboard box. Together, in love. Prophecy. Did they put peanut butter on their face? That says Jif. She matched. Wait a minute. Bennett, how you feel about that, Virginia? Guys, the Goog said it's 15 hours. Oh my God. Bennett is worried about the economy. Oh my God, he's lost all his income because theater company and the little pedicab. He can't even pay for flights to go see her. I remember last season when Taylor did this and oh boy got up and was so upset about it. Look at this. This is just some casual shit people do. Let's see if Woody wakes up. He gave the peace sign.
Finally ready to tell Woody I love him. He makes me.
Her sign says loving you makes sense.
strange.
2 weeks later.
And
What?
then
There's another abrupt stop. On demand. Please do better. Christina and Henry are like roommates. You didn't put his birthday in your phone? It's not okay that you forgot. This scene better be Christina going to get his friends to come back for a party. She better not be going out.
until 3 o'clock in the morning. I texted her.
No.
She
Going out for a walk? First of all, you look like that. Secondly, you went out and you didn't tell your husband where you were going? Why? Why are you hiding this from him? Miles playing video games is the best. I like the little kiss and the pat on the booty. Miles is reaching out to her. He's laying on her. She's on her phone. I get she's stressed and stuff. You gotta turn down a little bit when you get home to your husband now. Especially this time period, this first time period, and knowing that he suffers from clinical depression. Quarantine is getting to these couples. You know what else I realized? Didn't Miles say day 24 of quarantine? This experiment is gonna be more than the 8 weeks of which it typically is. They were anticipating that this would be done soon and production could come back. Can you imagine if these couples like really hated each other and they were just counting down the days until the 2 months so they could say no and then dip? Oh wait, can you imagine being Christina and Henry?
But I can't keep putting my life on hold anymore, so I'm moving back into my house.
What? Brett just up and left and took most of the food? What does he mean I can't just put my life on hold? What about this is putting your life on hold? Day 73 of marriage. 40th day of lockdown. Oh my goodness. Oh, Brett is like, this ain't it. Brett said there's no use in continuing this when there's just fundamental differences. He was going to say no at decision day. And here I thought they were working at it.
Are you saying you're giving up on the marriage completely?
I don't know.
Oh.
Are you saying that your moving on had nothing to do with your discontent or your negative feelings?
Right.
In the relationship?
Brett is over this. The way that he's talking is just very like, he's like, I'm gonna give you the reasons why, but you know, we're pretty much got our mind made up. You know the real problem? Brett cannot believe that he has been without sex for 76 days. He's like, I could have went on a date with this joint over here and I told her no so I could marry you. And here you are, 76 days later, not giving me no, and your cats hate my cats and you know the only thing I love more than myself is my cat? Nah.
I'm committed to that we aren't the best options for each other.
Brett, you're saying no already. There's no need to keep going because you're not into her. I think Olivia was there too. The only reason she didn't is because Dr. Pepper phrased it as, are you really going to give up? And nobody wants to say I'm going to give up because then you're a quitter. You should just say Olivia's apartment.
Point blank. And
Olivia done. She said, I think he's going to deflect, point fingers, and not take any credit for what happened to the marriage. This is somebody who's done. She's like, look, I'm going to go in and have these conversations, but I already know how his fuck ass is going to be. He said, I'm 100% sure how I feel.
No, no thanks.
Brett! This look at his fucking watch.
I guess we came to an agreement that this is officially the end of our marriage.
Olivia says, let me tell you, you are better off. And listen, it's not because Brett is a horrible human, but that's not your human at all. Y'all don't go. I'm sorry you had to get divorced though. Nobody wants to get divorced. But you're okay. So much easier to say like I did it on TV and it didn't work. That's why I got a divorce. Not like we were together for 7 years. We had 3 kids and I don't know why my like smoking grandma Mark Simpson sister voice just came on at that moment, but I go with how I feel. And that was it. I really love how this filter changes as my hair changes. I enjoyed this one too, the little short hair joint. She can't quite figure out my bangs, but it's pretty good. Was this their attempt to show Miles' feminine traits? These ain't feminine?
Person, hey sis, like how you doing today? I'm like, I'm your wife.
I hear her on the sis thing. You know, social media has really, really ruined it because so many men have taken up women's language and like phrases that we use. And now that female hip hop and rap is back, a lot of it gets used casually and guys tend to like type it and write it and they'll like say it jokingly now. And I'm like, the nerve of me, like that's ours. A lot of this stuff comes from Black queer communities, not even us. So, but if I circle back, I get it, Karen. You're not my best friend. You're not my girlfriend. You are my husband. Karen looked like she about to cry.
He even told me like if decision day was today, I would choose not to be married because I don't feel like you're putting in effort.
Oh my goodness. Didn't Karen say she wants him to tell her when he's not feeling that she's here or anything like that? I feel like this is a trend for Karen. She's got to work harder to express her emotions and her feelings if she's really into it. Now, girl, if you are not, don't lead this man on. Don't complain about every little thing that he does and everything that he does for you because it's going to push him away. And when he's trying to or try with you and he doesn't get anything back, why would he want to stay? I understand you want things a certain way, like he wants things a certain way. And I guarantee you he thinks it's weird that you don't communicate. You're not touchy-feely. You don't like want to joke around with him. I'm pretty sure he feels the same way you do. He's just a nicer human when it comes to it. But we hate to see y'all not work.
Let's talk about some of the challenges.
We ain't never seen Miles like this. And that's the problem. She's not caring for him the way he wants to be cared for. She's only thinking about herself. See, Karen is taking this as Miles has been holding this in the whole time and it's been piling up and now he resents her. But Miles has simply been holding on in hopes that his being kind, his being respectful, his allowing her timeline to go on her timeline, even if it's compromising his tremendously, that things would have started to get a little better. But instead, it's almost like it's regressing. Or just it's plateaued. It's just stopped. That's where the problem lies.
She did the masculinity thing again?
Miles.
I don't know.
Oh my God. What do you have the capacity to give knowing what my needs are? That is a great ass question because we cannot keep catering just to you. This is a relationship between both of us. I really thought we were about to lose 2 couples. But let me tell you how crazy it is that Karen needed to see Miles upset, because upset and angry shows a bit of a strong masculinity that she needs. That's a little crazy, okay? 2, Miles is 26, she's 30. So if Karen is used to dating the 30s and up, those men are very, very different. They grew up acting different. They grew up speaking different, watching different things on television, dressing differently, interacting differently. Those 34-year-old men are not as in touch with their feelings and their emotions as the 26-year-olds. Think about how much more open we are as a society in terms of talking about going to therapy. That's not something you would have ever seen a 34-year-old man talking about when he was 26. Things have changed. And a lot of it has changed for the better. But Karen is so used to seeing one way and one way only that it's hard for her to see the Miles side, even though the Miles side is more progressive. There's nothing wrong with that 34-year-old man. It's nothing wrong with the 26-year-old man. They're just different. Get past that because the core is really what matters. Oh my God, we didn't even see the Woody and Imani fight. Quarantine is really doing them in. Is it quarantine or is it the extended 2-3 weeks now? Because we always lose a lot of couples. We find out that they're not together during the reunion. Maybe 8 weeks ain't it. Maybe they need 10 weeks.
Volunteering at a homeless shelter, and he's just
Amelia, just be perfect.
He just gives me lots of attention and love, and it feels amazing.
That's what Miles wants. Karen, put your computer away really quickly and just talk to me. Damn. Bennett. Girl, you're going to be in residency. Maybe it's not baby time. Also, coronavirus and your husband doesn't have any income. Let's compromise at 3.
This is such a huge ask of him to...
Yes. I'm glad she's recognizing that this is a big ask of him. She has to go, but he didn't sign up for this. He didn't come into this knowing that he would have to be moving or that his significant other was moving. So this is a big ask. That flashback was very real. Essentially, we end up breaking up because someone had to move. Not because the love isn't there, not because we don't care for each other, but things just fade because someone has to move. Don't let it fade, Amelia. Bennett is very practical. I say that every time I talk about him. I also say Bennett. But he's very practical. So it's not that he doesn't want kids. He's like, I can't have these kids tomorrow because I am not financially fit. And and earlier he mentioned about the economic downfall, that he thinks that there might be another recession coming. And ain't no way you can raise kids as a pedicab peddler pusher. It's a lot of flashbacks this episode.
Are you willing to consider a move? Or?
Bennett?
I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants.
I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants. What could the origin? The phrase flying by the seat of your pants may sound weird, but the definition and meaning behind it is even weirder because it doesn't fucking make sense. According to the Googs, this came out because back in the day, pilots didn't have a navigation system. So they relied on themselves to figure out where the direction was and which way to go. So then there was an article about some Corrigan guy, Douglas Corrigan? I can't remember. Where they were talking to him about his flight plans and he was basically telling them that he was winging it on his own. And in the article they wrote, Corrigan is flying by the seat of his pants. That's what Google told me was the origin and the meaning and the reason behind the phrase. Do you feel any more enlightened? Do you feel like you understand it more? Because I don't. Why do you have 3 different hairstyles recording one video? Oh, because it took me 3 days. Minor details. Wait, what does split time between Virginia and here look like? Because she said Bennett will be coming with me. I think he's making a big sacrifice. What does that mean, though? Are we getting that he's starting over in Virginia, too? That's not what I heard. Oh, he is going. How do we feel about that? Do we feel like Bennett is sacrificing too much for her? I don't think so. To me, that sounds like he'll still have his theater company here, but he will also be there with her. So when he needs, he'll move back here, like when they're putting on production, which I'm assuming doesn't happen as often as one would think. I just hope that Bennett is not throwing away his dream. You know what? As I think about it, there are 2 sacrifices here, and each one of them are making it. Amelia is saying, okay, I will sacrifice having a baby right now because Bennett, you have all these dreams, and I want to make sure you're good before we have that baby. Sacrifice. Bennett is saying, I'm going to sacrifice living in New Orleans for you because I want to be with you and I want to build a home with you. So even though I really didn't want to leave and I have my theater company and everything here, I'm going to sacrifice it for you. Look at this. This is how it should be, y'all. Henry goes to the grocery store twice a day. Henry, this sounds very familiar, where you are just counting down the days for this shit to be over. And so you're leaving by any means necessary, staying out by any means necessary, making excuses to leave by any means necessary. Been there. This is crazy. Christina really wants this marriage to work. This is crazy. Dishonest.
I noticed.
Oh, we noticed this. Because she don't live here. Henry is done. He doesn't care. You know what? I like this. I like this, Pastor Cal. Maybe I was wrong. I'm over here like, Henry, that's just how you are. But maybe that's not okay. He's over here communicating very effectively with Pastor Cal. He has no problem saying how he's feeling now. So it's not that he can't do it. It's that he doesn't want to. So maybe I was wrong there. I mean, we need you to want to. I gotta think about, what's that little emoji? Y'all know my fave is back with a new hairstyle.
Can you do that?
I've checked out. She getting defensive because she lying. You don't have that reaction if everything's all good. If somebody was like, Johnny, you said you live in Brooklyn. No, I never said I lived in Brooklyn. I live in Harlem, yeah. Remember I said that? Yeah. No, that's weird that you would think I live in Brooklyn. Right? You know what I'm saying? Not like, you said I live in Brooklyn? Girl, nice try. Look at Henry. He says, stop crying. We don't even like each other like that. Really, Henry? You've been checked out. We about to lose another couple. We gonna talk about this phone thing with Amani and Woody?
You going like, without a jacket?
Pastor Cal, how old are you? Are you going without a jacket? Call it a Jimmy too. Is that a prophecy for what's about to happen? Be careful because it can turn if you don't communicate. Don't y'all ruin my Woody and Amani, okay? Woody, stop fixing your shirt. If you want your chest out, leave it out. Leave the whole thing. Either do it or don't. Don't keep fidgeting. Fuck around, get a Scorpio girl, you be upset. Little hot tail ass. Oh, Woody, why do you feel you won't be enough? Nobody gonna say it, but that's some shit about his daddy leaving him. He worried.
Allegedly sleeping together.
What? She's making this whole thing up because she's so upset that you called her a liar. She is worried that her image on this show is now that of a liar. So she went to her she went to her friend Chris and said, he's not sleeping with you because he's probably gay. And now she wants to create this narrative about Henry. And the reason why their marriage isn't working is because of him. No, girl. It's because of both of y'all. Look, I know I said last week's episode was a filler, but this week's episode was too much. Okay? This was too much. Every single couple had an issue. Everyone. Ooh, my blood pressure. This season is giving me a lot. I enjoy it.